much for coming. My name is Rachel Honoway. I'm the CEO at FMTC. We do affiliate data feeds, but we recently launched an influencer marketplace called Fresh Press Media, and it has made me want to talk a lot more about influencers and bloggers and the type of impact they're having. So as you can see, the title here is Recognizing Performance Higher in the Funnel. And so let's get into this. So this is what I mean by the funnel. Anybody that went to school for marketing or has taken any sales or marketing class or read a book on it before, you've seen something like this, right? So the funnel, this is where your customers are moving through from the time that they didn't even know you existed to the point where they're purchasing from you. So there's awareness at the top, there's interest, then a decision, and then finally an action at the end. So here in the affiliate marketing space, and this is perfect for Affiliate Summit and anybody here in performance marketing, we are totally obsessed with the action, right? I mean, we love the action. We've got our CP everything. There's a cost per acquisition, action, sale, lead, download, click, impression. We've got this stuff down pat, right? We know where every single sale is coming from. We know the values. We know how to make them higher and lower, get people to spend more. This action point is really, really strong here in this space. We know this. And also the decision part, right? A little bit higher up in the funnel, we get really creative with the decision. We use things like coupons and deals, right? And a lot of merchants will say, oh, we don't use those. Yes, you do. A lot of you do. And they work, right? It works. You get creative here. You help people make their decision. You say, you're thinking about buying, here's a coupon. Here's a deal to get you to make that final decision to get through to that action, that sale action. We also use things like reviews and testimonials, right? We want people to know, hey, other people have used this. We can help them make their decision by saying, you're not alone. Other people like this too. Comparison charts, and then also doing things like talking about the other guy, like, well, yeah, you're definitely interested and you're ready to make a decision. You should choose us over them. So again, in the affiliate marketing space, we're great. We are great at decisions and actions. These are two areas that we do really, really well with. And I talk to a lot of merchants and OPMs and even networks, and they'll say like, well, Rach, that's all I've got. You know, I'm in affiliate marketing. All I've got is control over the decision and the action. That's it. I can't do anything. I can't do anything if it isn't bringing me a sale, if it's not something I can track right down to that last click. So what I'd like to argue is that you need to focus on the top just as much as you do on the bottom, because when we shrink, you like my Photoshop skills, isn't that awesome? So when you shrink the top of the funnel, what happens? The bottom of the funnel shrinks also. So even if the bottom is all you have, you need to care about the top. So at the very top, what do we have? We have awareness, right? And we can think of awareness in a couple of different ways. There's an awareness of a specific product. I know that there are products that meet my need, or I know that this specific product meets my need. You can be aware of a product. Sometimes you need to be aware that you even have a need, right? Maybe you have a pain or you have a desire of some kind. But sometimes you don't even know you have a need. And I'm going to use this example, manscaping. Yes. It says manscaping. So years ago, and not that many years ago, manscaping was not a thing. It was not a thing at all. It wasn't a thing until Maxim told all of you guys that you needed to clean some stuff up, and Cosmopolitan told all of you girls that your men should clean their stuff up, right? That's awareness. And that awareness has built this multi-billion-dollar industry just from somebody saying, hey, here's a need you didn't know you had before, and now you do. And I mean, this one, I love this example because I think it's amazing that this whole industry was built from somebody telling us we had a need that we didn't know we had. So there's a couple of links there, interesting stuff on it. But one of the things that I thought was great was that Procter & Gamble did a study on this, and they said that men, for them, were much better customers because not only do they buy a razor, they buy 2 razors. There's the face razor and there's the rest of their body razor. So, I mean, this was just an amazing thing just by focusing on that awareness. They've built an entire industry for this. So how does this relate to what we're doing here, to affiliate marketing, right? Well, if you're not aware that you need manscaping, you're not aware that, you're supposed to have this hairless chest, well, what does this Groupon for a spa hair removal do for you, right? You're not even aware you need this. You can't make a decision on it. You don't have any interest in it, and you're not going to take the action to buy this. So without the top of the funnel telling us that we need this, we're not going to get down. We're not going to get down to this point where this can even be effective. So let's also talk about the next one down is interest. And interest, just like awareness, there are a couple of different ways to look at this. You can have interest in a particular kind of solution. I'm interested in products that will do this, that, and the other. I'm interested in this, and you can narrow down where your interest lies. And then you can also decide whether or not you have an interest in actually meeting a need or desire that you have. So, you can have an interest in losing weight, right? You can think, yeah, I need to get healthier. I need to work out more. But you have to actually have a true interest in making a change and doing the work before you're going to care that you get free shipping on something from, what's this, Hammer and Chisel. So this affiliate offer that's out there, it's great if you actually are interested in this, if you're interested in meeting that need or that desire that you have. So performance starts at the top, and this is where we talk about influencers, bloggers. These are where stories are happening. There's storytelling at the top. There are people bringing up new products that nobody has ever heard about before. You have customer experiences. There's news. There are things trending that are happening, bringing that awareness and that interest. There are events, trend reporting, and lots of disruption, things that are brand new and different. That manscaping thing, it was totally a disruption of an entire industry. So building awareness and industry, or an interest, I like this example, going back to the diet. This is where we stop focusing on the bottom of the funnel so much, and we can start focusing more on the top. If you're interested in losing weight, you might not decide that day. Very dry. You might not decide, okay, today's the day. I'm going to lose all this weight, and I'm going to get healthy, and today's the day I'm going to start exercising. That might not be the day that you're running out and buying a specific product right at that time. You're probably going to spend a lot of time reading reviews, watching videos, going through and looking at other stories. What were other people like me? What did they want when they were getting ready to lose weight? So I picked this topic, and I went to YouTube, just looking like what would the consumer experience be like? You might go to YouTube. This video would probably catch my eye, and I think, okay, your before and after pictures, that could get me going. I want to see what people look like, and then what all of their hard work got them to, and what products they were using. So I'd start using that. But not only is there that one video that's there, look at that whole side. YouTube's going to keep me there forever, right? I'm going to click on how many extra videos to continue watching and watching and watching and watching. Each of those times, there's a message that's coming to me. And each of those times, I'm becoming more aware and more interested, and I'm going to move myself further down that funnel to get to the sale action. So I think that this is the kind of thing that advertisers have to be much, much more in tune with. And there are a lot of things, this is great, there are a lot of things that are happening higher in the funnel here that you can track. I mean, people are watching a video online. You can track this. This technology exists, it's there. They're reading articles. You can track how many times people are reading an article. They're making social comments. They're generating conversations about these things. And lucky for all of us, all of these actions are happening online. I mean, you can track them all. So it doesn't all have to be about that final sale. The final sale is great. Of course, that's what we all want. But sometimes it's going to take somebody watching 12, 15, 20 videos before they're going to find the thing that they really want. And maybe it takes months of them reading and hitting different sites and commenting on social posts and asking, how did it work for you? And putting comments into blogs. So again, these are things that are happening, and they're happening online, and they can be tracked. So this is, in the end, maximizing the entire funnel is obviously in everybody's best interest. So even if you're one of those people that says, no, all I have is the bottom. All I have is this last 2 sections of the funnel. I can only come up with campaigns to help people make their final decision, and I can only track that action. I can't do anything else. That's not for me. Well, maybe somebody else in your company is. Maybe there's another department. Is there another department, a PR department? Is there an SEO department? Is there somebody else in your company that's working on things higher up in the funnel? Help those people. You need them. You need them to get as many people as possible into the top of that funnel so that you can get them in the end. So work with them. Weasel your way in. I say it that way, but do it. Go to your PR people. Go to your higher ups and say, like, listen, I know I only have this bottom section. Everything I do has to point back to a sale, but let me work on some ways that I can get more people through, where I can actually get more sales, and show them what you can do. We're working with a lot of people right now that are doing influencer campaigns, but they're paying on affiliate commissions. There's lots and lots of ways that people can do this. Create new opportunities for your existing partners. So if you have existing partners that you're working with right now, this could be something that you can go to them and say, listen, I know that you're an affiliate and you're sending us this traffic and that traffic, but what we'd really like you to do is focus on a specific product that we have coming out, or a specific, maybe, our fall line. This is a great time, fashion and people coming out with things for the season, so your fall line. And go to them and talk to them about writing content and doing videos, and work with them on getting that information out to people, instead of just, hey, here's our deal, here's our back to school offer, and send that to everybody. And then also identify new ways to work with new partners. So there are people that are out there that are reaching your target market, and right now you're not working with them because they don't want to send out your sale announcement. They don't want to say, hey, company XYZ is having a back to school sale. They don't want to do that. So figure out ways you can work with them, that you can support them, support content, you can support the way they do their business, and it'll help you in the end also. So I talked really fast, I'm so sorry, but I'll have plenty of time for questions. Does anybody have questions? Who's doing influencer marketing, and what are you doing with it right now? Somebody help me out, come on. Yes?
So how exactly does the network work? Would you log in and then be able to see like a list, or would you recommend certain influencers? Is it
For my platform specifically, let's talk after, because I want to make a sales pitch. So yeah, okay. Definitely, yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Anyone? General influencer marketing. Questions, comments. Somebody's got to help me. Who's an influencer? Okay, Nathan.
Do you have a recommended budget for getting started? Or?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So I have a budget, and I have a blog post about this on my site. I love $250. I don't know why, but it just works. Anything less than $250, and this can be anything, a Facebook campaign, a PPC campaign, anything. You put $250 towards it, you're going to get enough traffic and enough eyeballs where you can test and see if it's something that's going to work for you. It's something that I've used for a while, and it works out. And $250 with working with influencers. There are influencers that charge a lot. There are influencers that don't charge a lot. We were in your session yesterday, Amanda, and I thought that was great, where you were saying, like, you don't have to have, every influencer you work with doesn't have to have 1 million followers and 1 million people. Maybe you get lost in that sea of 1 million. Maybe it's better to work with somebody that has 4 or 5 influencer, or 4 or 5 followers, but they're your perfect ideal market. So I love that. That's the kind of thing to look for. So for $250, I've run a few campaigns. We had one that had 16 people, 16 bloggers in that $250 budget. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of extra blog posts that are out there, links that are out there, brand awareness that's happening, interest that's getting generated, all for $250. So you can do it. You can do it on a smaller budget. Anything else? Yeah.
I'm on both sides of
Yeah.
the market. I run influencer campaigns and do affiliate marketing for 16 years. One of the biggest things I've seen with companies is that the people that handle PR and social are often not the same people that are handling affiliate marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And they all get siloed budgets. How do you suggest that they deal with some of that corporate bureaucracy to cooperate better?
Yeah.
We've often seen that as the issue where, bloggers will ask the affiliate manager for, product or for a sponsored post. The affiliate manager doesn't have that budget. The PR team and social team does.
Yeah. This is one of those things, and this has been, thank you, this has been one of those forever kind of problems, right? And silo is the perfect way to say it. So many of our marketing organizations and companies, even small companies, are set up in silos. And those silos have their budgets, and they have what they're allowed to touch and not touch. And in those situations, if you're in a situation like that, it's hard work, and sometimes it's going to mean having to take a step back on your own side, but go and help them. Go to them and say, how can we do this? How can we work together? What can I give you? And then they're going to be ready to give you something back also. I hate that companies have to do that. I really do. It would be better for all of us if they would all just work together on these things, wouldn't it? Like, come on, give everybody some shared budget that they can work with. But yeah, I mean, good question. I think other than just trying to work internally and get it done. Yes?
The KPIs, or how do you know that the decisions that you made at the upper funnel is working?
That's a good question, and that's where, it's working has to be something that you decide. What would it mean for it to be a success? Here in the affiliate marketing space, what do we say? We say the sale, right? We're like, if it doesn't make a sale in the end, then it's not successful. That's not the whole answer. This is definitely not the whole answer. That's a great thing to focus on, but it can't be the only thing. So if you're starting an influencer marketing campaign, are sales your final thing, or are you looking to say, hey, we were mentioned on 50 different Facebook pages that reached X number of thousands of people in a 1-week span during our biggest product launch, and now all of these people actually know that we were launching a product and something was happening then. Did they all sign up that time? Maybe not. Maybe that will come further down the line. But get that final, like you said, it worked. What's your answer to that? And then also let the influencers know that. Let them know, hey, my goal here is to do this. And then they can also decide if they're interested in helping you reach that goal, or if they think they can. Good? Okay. Anyone else? You? Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you.